Investors who are looking for a capital appreciation play, investors who thought, oh, I've missed out on the Palm, I've missed out on the Marina, this could be your next opportunity to jump on in. Last week, we had two huge announcements all about the future of Dubai, which is giving a lot of investors another incredible opportunity to get in somewhere early. We always say the cheapest time to buy is sand. Those that missed out on Jumeirah Palm, those that missed out on the Marina, those who wish they had got in 10 years ago, this opportunity that's presented itself is an opportunity for you to do the same. It's an opportunity for us as investors to get in early on an opportunity with a great team behind it, be part of Dubai's future. Now, it is summer here and I'm still over here, I'm still on the ground, and I can quite honestly say it's very quiet. It's actually beautiful. Call me antisocial, but I'm absolutely loving it. The roads are quieter, the shops are quieter, the restaurants are quieter because everyone is escaping the heat and going off for a little holiday jaunt, a little European stint, whatever that looks like for them, and they're having some time off for summer. However, the developers, they are not slowing down, so I'm here to fill you in on exactly what is happening and what we've got coming up. If we've not met before, I am Katie, helping you navigate the Dubai property market. So this week, the developers came in strong. And today I want to talk to you all about Dubai South because we had two huge announcements from two massive players over here, which gives you incredible insights to what is coming up over the next couple of months in this space. And if you don't know, we need to start to get to know. So let's jump in, let's do the rundown, a location rundown of Dubai South in general, everything we know, what's happening there, the investment opportunities, and how you can get involved. Dubai South, how familiar are you with it? If you're not, that's absolutely fine. Quite honestly, it's a very new area in terms of Dubai in general. This is the map just to give you an idea of what's going on. So we have Dubai downtown up here, that's Burj Khalifa, that is like the central London of Dubai. Then we have the Palm Jumeirah. Now everyone knows, loves Palm Jumeirah. You've also got the marina around that area too. As you can see, development has slowly started to move further south. And that was exaggerated with the launch of Palm Jebel Ali, which is the Palm Jumeirah, but bigger, better on steroids. They've taken all their learnings from Palm Jumeirah and have thought, I know, let's do it bigger, let's do it better. Now, I have a full video rundown of exactly what's going on in there if you want any more information on there. But the whole concept here, guys, is that development across Dubai is moving more and more south, more and more inland as the city evolves. And Dubai South is going to be a very hot spot for us over the next couple of years. So why is Dubai South getting so much attention? First things first, something we can't not talk about is the airport. DBX, Dubai International Airport, currently right now, it had 90 million passengers go through that airport last year. In true Dubai style, they're going bigger, they're going better. They are building a brand new airport. This will be the new central hub and airport of Dubai, and they are making it much bigger, much better, with a capacity to hold 250 million passengers. That is like a 3x the size of what we currently have. And if you've been to DBX, you know it's a big place already. So in terms of the size of this airport, yes, it's going to be the biggest in the world, but from Dubai, would we expect any different? And when we have so many events going on, and I'll touch on that in a minute, they absolutely need it. Emirates have their base here. It's the international hub. You took literally 80% of the world within a 7-hour flight for both layovers, holiday goers, it's all going on. This map as well helps demonstrate exactly what we have going on in this area in particular. So we have the brand new airport, which is already started to be built out. Then they'll gradually start to phase the transition over from the old airport into this new airport space here. So what else have we got going on around this area? We have seen recent launches with Emaar South, which sits right here, just to the left of the brand new airport. And Emaar are really good players for us as investors to follow, whether you're investing with them, whether you're not. Where Emaar goes, real estate flows. Emaar are a government-backed developer. They know what's going on before anyone else knows what's going on. Hence why they get some of the best lots of land. They did downtown Dubai, central. Emaar South, Dubai Hills, which is over here, which has been one of the most successful Emaar communities that they've created. In recent times, they've had the launch of Emaar South, the Oasis, Heights, all sat
in and around this area. This area is part of the 2040 master plan. They are putting a lot of money into this area because they know what's happening, they know what's coming up, and as investors we always win by getting in early. Those investors that come to me going, oh, I wish I'd got into the Palm back when they were 50,000 Great British for an apartment. Those same apartments have literally 10x, 20x since that day. Now this is your opportunity to do the same. When you are buying into sand, you are buying into the vision of the future, hence why you get it at a lower price point. When developers are coming to market with projects, you are getting in at the lowest price point for a few reasons. One, you are buying into their vision. You are trusting them to deliver on what they have promised. Secondly, developers understandably know most of the time they have to sell to investors because it's very difficult for a family and end user to buy something that's 4 years off plan. Who knows what your family's going to look like by then? You might have more kids, you might have moved school, moved job, location, everything. So typically they've got a smaller pool of people that are going to buy this, hence why they've got to be competitive on the price and they've got to let their investors win. Identifying where Emaar are basing, identifying areas where it's sand, where you've got the opportunity for the huge potential and uplift. This is going to be a capital appreciation play all day, every day. So when we talk about this area, you've got the airport, you can see the likes of Emaar that are coming in here already. You've also got Expo City. Now Expo City is a thriving community. Again, another government-backed developer. So again, like Emaar, they know what's good. Expo City is this huge area for events. They are moving all the events from the World Trade Center. There's already 600 scheduled events already being moved per year annually. It's one of the biggest event spaces. It's going to be one metro spot from the airport. So you can see around here there are a lot going on. You've also on the other side of the airport have the Etihad Rail. Now the Etihad Rail is the super fast train taking you from Abu Dhabi to Dubai in like 30 minutes. That's going to be a game changer for people commuting in and out of both cities. So not only do we have the brand new biggest airport in the world going to host 250 million passengers per year, you also have next door Expo City, which is putting on 600 events. These are huge scale. They have property events, they have conferences, they have summits, they have all things going on. There's already 600 scheduled events per year there. You have the metro line taking you into Dubai. You have the Etihad Rail, which means you are 35 minutes from Abu Dhabi. In terms of accessibility, it could not get better. Now, in terms of opportunity for us as investors over here, what have we got? What can we expect to see? So Emaar South, as I mentioned, they were one of the first to launch. Naturally, Emaar get early access. They get the pick of the land because of who they are, their name and the brand. They've got the brand, the reputation, everything that's going on. The next developer, and I've done a huge deep dive on this area because it's a fantastic opportunity as well for investors who are looking for something that's not too far off because it's actually an already thriving community and expecting a much shorter turnaround time. Expo City is something to look at. Naturally, you are going to be in the thick of it in terms of events. I think short-term stays, the yield, the capital appreciation play all day, every day is fantastic. Now, the exciting news, the information that we had released this week is that there are 2 developers coming into the game. Now, this is the first time that a developer that isn't government backed is being allowed into this site. So it's very exciting news because as you can see, we've only had down there so far Emaar, government-backed, Expo City, government-backed, and this week 2 developers came to the market with 2 very exciting projects, allowing people to get into this area, but with a private developer. Now, naturally, the 2 that have come to market have very close government links, should we say. The first one being Avenue, which was released. The owner of that brand, this is a very new brand to the market. However, the owner of that company has been working with Nikhil Emaar for the past 30 years. In terms of the relationship, that is definitely how he's been able to grab one of the most premium spots in this area. And similarly with Ellington, have just announced their next launch is going to be in this area. Again, Ellington's CEO was Emaar's CEO for a very long time. He then left to set up his own company. Hence, again, why these two players who aren't government backed, but because of their relationships, do get a lot of the benefits that the government has to offer. Now, why this is exciting is that Dubai South, up until now with Emaar, has been a fantastic opportunity. They've had villas, they've had apartments, and Emaar have an incredible track record, incredible history. However, I only can recommend Emaar really for my cash buyers. They are known for having an 80-20 payment plan. There is no negotiation on that. It is what it is how it is. So in terms of the construction period, you're putting a lot more capital down. Now, when Ellington came to the market, I was like, this is fantastic because it's going to allow people to get into the area with alternative developers who will do things differently, have different amenities, different qualities, different builds, different standards, but it will allow people to get in at a lower price point because they're more flexible on their payment plans. Let me show you exactly what this looks like. So right now, Emaar on the live inventory have 2 beds available from 2.5 million AED. That's about 500k British. This is what I mean on a payment plan. 20% to book, then you've got your 4% DLD. Now, Emaar communities have performed time and time again. They are phenomenal in capital appreciation, rental yields. Their payment plan is actually very attractive too. It's typically 10% every 6 months. However, I know for some investors, they want to leverage more cash than that. So this then becomes out of the question. So when Avenue and Ellington announced they're coming to market, let's see what they've got. Let's see what they're talking about. So Avenue, a fantastic new developer coming to the market. As I said, the people that have opened this company have incredible ties with Emaar, Nikhil. So they have the knowledge, the contacts, the know-how to create this, and this is their brand new baby stepping out and doing this on their own. They have a phenomenal team around them. The contacts themselves have already proved themselves by the types of plots that this developer is getting access to. No other developer would have access. That really gives you a lot of confidence in the market on that side of things. So Avenue are coming in actually at the lowest price point here, and they have 1 beds from 800 AED, which is about 168,000 Great British pounds. Now again, this is what I mean, their payment plan's just a little bit more flexible. On booking, 10% down, that's 16k. 16k, you put down, the unit's yours, okay? And you're gonna start building the capital appreciation, and you've not even put the money down. Your 4% DLD, this is your equivalent of your stamp duty, and you've got a small admin charge as well on there. Then 30 days from booking, you've got another 10%, and then basically you've got 10% a year. So every year you've got 20% down up until handover, Q1 2028, 40%, which it can be financed. And I was down there to see the quality, the build, the team behind it, to really start to bring this to life. Now, from the looks of it, it is giving very much Emaar, which is not a surprise, right? The people behind it are a lot of the team from Emaar. So this is actually probably giving you a really great opportunity to get into a product that is very much Emaar, but at a lower price and a better payment plan. They know coming to a market as a new developer, they have to offer something good. They have to be competitive in this space. Now, the project itself is very unique. They have 8 towers surrounding this community that they are creating. Communities over here are so important. If you have better facilities, amenities, more people are going to want to stay there, more people are going to want to live there. It helps you on your capital appreciation. It also helps us when we want to come to exit, because there's going to be more demand for that product. They have every facility under the sun. If you need any more details on this, I can definitely give you all the information. Now, the other exciting announcement that we had this week was from Ellington. Ellington are a developer over here that are known, like, trust, and they have an incredible track record of getting into areas early. So this is a very good sign. If Ellington are coming into this market and coming into this game, again, great opportunity for us all. So Ellington have announced they will be launching in Dubai South. Everything else right now, I have nothing else to give you. I don't have anything on price points, anything on brochures, anything at all. Make it make sense. However, I am giving you an early heads up because this will be an opportunity that are coming up in the next couple of months. Now, if I was going to be a betting person, I would say we're probably at a higher price point than Avenue, a lower price point than Emaar. But a good thing about Ellington is that we've got flexibility on the payment plan as well. I can't show you the live project right now, but I can show you what they've done previously. And I imagine it's going to be a similar concept. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing here. But Belgravia Gardens was a very, very successful launch that they had last year. Again, it was like one of their entry-level products. So people were able to get in there at 1.2 million AED. They had a more flexible payment plan, again, making it more accessible. The standard with Ellington is phenomenal. They are loved by renters, they are loved by end users, they capital appreciate at a much higher level. I can take you down to their previous projects that I've handed over. I can show you one project by Ellington, and the project next door by a different developer has capital appreciated at a much lower rate and receives much lower rent. And that is because they create a premium product. So it's definitely one to look out for. Now, as I said, we've not got the information yet, but it will be coming out in the next couple of days. So if you do want any information on it, use the links around this video and I'll make sure as and when we have the information, you are most definitely updated. Comparing that then to what else we have in the market around this area, we've got Emaar South. So you have the Ellington and Avenue launches here, which arguably is on the better side of the airport because you're closer to everything else that's going on. Emaar South, you are on the other side of the airport. That being said, it's an Emaar community. You know you're going to be looked after, okay? And for me, it does feel very much a Dubai Hills lifestyle that they're creating there. They're creating it all around this brand new golf course. Golf course communities always perform well. They are the golden asset type. And there has been a mixture of opportunities available. There will be upcoming launches in here as well. You've got apartments, you've got villas, you've got everything going on. Now, naturally with Emaar, like I mentioned earlier, I would recommend it for my cash buyers. They're going to be looked after all day, every day. The rents, the capital appreciation, everything in here will be fantastic. But it is that 80-20 payment plan. But the nice thing, guys, about what happened this week with these announcements, with these new launches, means more investors now have an opportunity to get into this area. Before then, it was very much government backed. And the types of developers that are coming into this space gives you a lot of confidence with what's going on here. Yes, you are getting in early. I can take anyone down there. We're looking at sand. We're looking at very, very early in terms of action, but that is where you're going to see the biggest capital appreciation, the biggest growth, the biggest opportunity. If I took you down to the Palm when people were buying in at 50k for an apartment, you would have seen the same thing. So this is definitely those who are looking for a capital appreciation play, people who are looking to hold onto an asset and want to see phenomenal returns. So if you want any more information about this, about Emaar South, or investing in Dubai in general, use the links around this video. That is what I'm here to help with. Hope you found that helpful, and I will see you on the next one.